Hi buddy, it's Jade here. I haven't been on the channel in a hot minute, and that is because I forgot it existed, but now I remember, so we're back. And today's video is going to be the long awaited video I promised in my first and last video on this channel, which was about my tongue piercing, about me swallowing it. So this video is going to be all my tattoos and my piercings. I'm going to tell you how much the piercing, how I got it done, the healing process, what it's called, the jewellery that I have in at the moment, and how old I was when I got it. So let's just quickly jump into this video and get it started. Okay, so my first piercing was actually my first lobe piercing. I got it done when I was a bubba. I was maybe a couple months old, maybe a year, I don't know, I don't remember it. I don't remember the healing process, I don't remember how much it hurt, I don't remember nothing about it. So I can't really tell you much, but I do know that these earrings are from Pandora. My second piercing was my second lobe piercing. I got this done when I was about 9 years old. I remember that I got it done with a gun and it hurt a little bit, but not really that much. The healing process was fine, it didn't take too long, it took about a month to heal. And yeah, these earrings are from eBay. My third piercing was my third lobe piercing, and I got this done when I was in year 9. And it hurt as much as a normal pierce, not that much. It healed nicely. And the jewelry I have in this one is actually different for both ears. So this one is from God knows where, probably I think it's from America, from throwback to when I went in 2010 or something, and it's, I don't know. And this one is from eBay too, but obviously I lose piercings, and not piercings but jewelry, earrings, shit like that, all the time. So I have a lot of mixed match earrings and shit, so I just mixed matched it. My fourth piercing was my belly button piercing, or my navel piercing. It did not hurt at all. I did not feel it happen. I was in year 9 again. I got it done a couple of weeks after my lobe, and it just didn't hurt. It just didn't hurt. The box was there, she was talking to me, she numbed it, she did it, and then I was like, what, it's done? Oh, sweet. It didn't hurt at all. It was a beautiful piercing. It healed perfectly, but the only thing I would say is that if you have it done, after the 6 weeks is up, where you have to keep the piercing in and you can't change it straight away after the 6 weeks, because after that the bar is quite long, and so you catch it on your trousers or your skirts or just your clothing. It catches all the time, and it is terrible when it catches. It hurts so bad. And this jewelry again is from eBay, but the ball isn't from eBay because again I lose jewelry all the time, and so it is just a random ball that I had. I get most of my jewelry from my piercings from eBay and Amazon, so that's probably an Amazon ball or something. I have no idea, can't tell you. I don't know. The next piercing that I got was my tongue piercing. I got this done when I was 16. This hurt a little bit more than the ear piercings, you know, a little bit. It was she numbed it, but I think I numbed it wrong, and that's why it hurt, because my back of my throat was numb and not my tongue. So I don't know what I did. You're supposed to, it's like a mouthwash and you swash it around. Fuck knows how I did it. Back of my throat was numb. It was terrible. It didn't hurt too bad. It was alright, I suppose. Probably would hurt less if you'd numbed it properly. Meh. The healing process, it was fine. It didn't get infected or nothing. It was fine. The only thing is, again, is that when you have it and the first couple of weeks you wake up, it's very tight where your skin is I suppose I think anyway, I'm not sure, I'm not I don't know, but I think it's where the tongue's trying to heal, so it's very tight. So it's supposed to, if it wasn't, but I moved mine. Obviously it moves anyway when you talk, so yeah. This jewellery that I got in now is the same one that I got given to me when I swallowed my tongue bar. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it in the description, and that is where this jewellery is from. My next piercing was my forward helix piercing. I got this done when I was, I think, 17, and this was probably one of my most painful piercings. I think it looks so cute, but I'm not a big fan of it. If it could look this way and not hurt, I would love it, but it just, there's so many things about it that are just absolute nuisances, ball aches. So it healed really bad. It took ages to heal. I heard people say it took months. It didn't take months, it just took longer than every other piercing I have, and I heal quite quick. So my tongue, it took about 2 weeks, 3 weeks to heal, and then it was fine. This took about 6 6 to 8 weeks, and that's like, I think that's like normal for most people, but for me that's long. So I feel like if you normally take 6 to 8 weeks to heal, it's probably going to be longer than that, you know, you get what I'm saying? It's very painful. So like when you move your mouth, like when you smile, it hurt. When you went to sleep and you laid in it, it hurt. When you chewed, it hurt. When you spoke, it hurt. Everything hurt it. Like, and then when you change it, the hole is so small, and the pit where it is it's so difficult to get a bar. It's just such a ball ache. It hurts so bad when you change it. I hate changing the bar. I will not change it. This is going to be my bar forever. I'm not going to take it out. I'll be 100 years old and it will still be on my ear because I am not changing it. By the way, this is from eBay. After that, I got my tattoos done. So I have 2 tattoos. I got them done at the same time. I have my foot tattoo, and I designed this myself. It's a sun and a moon, but the sun is actually semicolons all the way around, and then the moon behind it is a crescent. The semicolons, obviously, they're like a self-harm, suicide, depression meaning. So basically, I in the past had severe depression, I was suicidal, and I self-harmed, and I've overcome that since then. And so I got this tattoo to remind me that I am strong enough to be able to do it, and that wasn't my whole story. So yeah, that's what the sun, and then the moon represents my darkness, the darkness on my past, and it's behind the sun because obviously it's behind me now. So that's what my tattoo means. My second tattoo is nothing like that, nothing that meaningful. It is a heart on my side boob, and it's a heart around my favourite mole. So it's like, I love this mole. As you can notice, I don't know if you noticed on my foot tattoo, but definitely on my boob tattoo, you can see that a part of it is like missing slightly. It's like looks dodgy. That is because it didn't take well. Sometimes when you get tattoos, it doesn't take well and you have to get it touched up. That's what I need to do, is get it touched up. But unfortunately, the medication I'm on at the moment for what happened to me last year, which is a whole nother story, and I can make a video about it if you want. But basically now I'm on blood thinning medication, meaning I cannot get a tattoo, because if I get a tattoo I will bleed too much and it won't take, because if you bleed a lot during tattoos, it genuinely doesn't take, 'cause it scabs off and falls. It scabs and falls off. Next, piercing. My rook piercing. This hurt so bad. It still hasn't healed. I got it done in October and we are now in January and it's still not fully healed. It's very sensitive still. The jewelry is from where I got it from. It still hasn't healed properly. It hurts so bad. I just don't like cartilage piercings. I won't be getting them again. Hurt a lot. It healed badly. But the thing with this is it's not healing because I touch it too much. Like, it gets crusty and I move it and then it's my own fault. So what are you gonna do? My last piercing is my nipple piercing. This one hurt less than the rook piercing. Obviously I can't show you this one because it's my nipple, but it hurt less. It healed better. It's now like basically fully healed right now. So like, it doesn't hurt. Like, I can touch it. It doesn't hurt. If I touch this one, it hurts so bad. Initially, it was like a very sharp pain and I was like, whew, because the woman was just talking to me. She didn't tell me what she was going to do and she just whacked it through and I was like, whew. I mean, it better because that way I didn't like move and shit and get it wonky. But yeah, I'm loving it, to be honest. I'm loving it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit subscribe and become a Mad Hatter and join our tea party. If you want to see a video on what happened to me last year, then hit like. And if you want to see a video of my room tour, my flat room tour, also hit like. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.